Okay, to start off with, doing 300 grams of cooked and peeled prawns. We're going to have 1 ginger, 2 spring onions, 2 eggs, light soy sauce, and sesame seeds, sesame oil, and white sliced bread. So for this, convenience sake, I'm going to use the Ninja blender with a smaller jug. Should be sufficient. Put all the ingredients in there, keep it simple. So start off with the prawns. Open them up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go and pour away the water first. Right, so the excess juices have been drained away. Place them all in the jug. Oops, we've got some escapers. Clearly don't want to be blended. What I'll do, put them all in there. Like so. Discard the packaging. Next, with the ginger, I'm just going to use one of these sections, like so.
Oh great, battery exhausted.
Next, add the ginger. Actually, you don't want the papery skin buying it from the shops. So what I tend to do is just square it all off before grating it. It stops the nasty paper from affecting the texture of your finished prawn toast. So once you get rid of all the skin, you're happy. The paper skin is not going to cause you any issues. Like so. Using the finest grater. If you've got a specific ginger grater, you can use that. Straight over there. Grate it straight in. As you know, if you've got one of these graters, you'll find it builds up on the inside. So it is still grating. It might not be appearing in the bowl or the jug, but what you need to do, once you've grated it, just use a little fork or spoon, as per that, scrape it out. There we go. Next, spring onion. Take the root off. For Chinese, you want it nice and crispy. And then what we'll do, finely dice it. We will go through the blending process, but it just helps with the flavour aeration. Keep it nice and small. So, the same with the second one. Leafy greens. Like so. Right, when you've got those, add them to your jug, your blender. My preference is this, convenience sake. So in there you've got your prawns, your ginger, your spring onions, last but not least, your garlic clove. Don't know about you, but I find this is a nice easy tool. Nice and cheap. but it makes peeling a garlic, rather than getting it right under your nails, much easier, because it comes out without the skin on straight away. Get rid of all that. Once that's done, I'm going to chop the garlic. So don't worry about being too precise, because at the end of the day it's going to go through the blender. Just want it a reasonable size so it spreads like so. That's all your contents for your paste. Next thing we're going to do, pop the lid on to the blender, make sure it's done up nice and securely. Next, place your mixed contents onto the blender, press it down, power it on. What I want to do is blend. Give it a good shake. Give it a good shake again. Give it a good shake again. What I tend to do is take it off, shake it around, mix it all up again. And then pop it on again. So that started it, and what I'll do, I'll pulse it. Give it a good shake, like so. You can see it's turning into a paste already, which is absolutely perfect. What you want to do is mix it right up. As that happens, now I'm mixing it in. Usually do 10 seconds at a time. So you should have a nice prawn paste, as you can see from there. Once thoroughly blended, I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. I prefer light soy sauce, slightly sweeter for this. So it mixes into a lovely paste. Mix that all in nicely. Take away the pink colour. Make sure it's well coated all over. Pinkness, as you can see there. It's well mixed in, like so. Some people tend to add this in at the blending stage. You can do that. I tend to find it loses the soy sauce flavour. Mixing it in afterwards, for me, is my preference. You try both. See which way you prefer. Okay, so with your bread, got this toasted sesame oil, and helps it crisp up in the air fryer. Pop that over the bread. Your lovely toasted sesame seed flavour. It'll make all the difference. On top. So I've got a nice coating on that one slice. Move it over to the second slice. So, if you haven't got a brush, you can do it back with a teaspoon. No issues with that. brushes, just make sure it's evenly spread out for your bread. You'll find sometimes you may run out, just top it up, just make sure you've got a nice coating, soak in and it'll help it bring the flavour out. Once that's done, the next stage is to put the mixture onto the bread. Use a spoon, dollop it out. When you get it from Chinese restaurants, you tend to get a very thin layer of prawns. I prefer a much thicker layer, shall we say. What I'll do, spread it out nicely. I'll use a knife, just a nice level coating all the way over. Do some more on top, make sure it's well coated all over, like so. Okay, so the next step is you want to get a plate so you can start making up your sesame prawn toast. So I'll do one slice at a time, show you the easiest way of doing it. What I tend to do is give it a nice egg wash all over. This, the reason why we do this is to ensure that the sesame seeds will hold nicely once they start cooking into the prawns and the toast all round. Also stops the corners of the toast from burning too heavily. So once you've done that, these sesame seeds, nice good covering all over. Sesame seeds, don't worry about any that go over the plate, you can always scoop those up and put them on the next layer of sesame prawn toast you've got going. So once that's done, I'll cut them into triangles, as you always see them. Like so, one slice at a time. I've got another dish here containing your sesame oil. So you can see it's just coated the bottom. When it cooks, it'll help it crisp up. Otherwise you'll find it's just going to be quite plain white toast underneath. You can place your pieces into the fryer. Now for this, obviously I've got quite a lot. There's some quantity in the ingredients I've given you this advice on. We'll do 3 to 4 slices of toast. Obviously your Ninja Foodi, unless you've got a giant one or you've got multiple foodies, you're going to be limited on doing a maximum of 2 slices at a time. So drop that in there. I've got the Ninja Foodi extra rack that sits nicely inside of the crisper pan, which means I can get another slice in. And what I'll do, I'll prep another slice and I'll come back to you when we move into the Foodi settings. Okay, so for the settings on this, turn it on, temperature, and the air crisp it. We're on 200 degrees, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and we will do it for 15 minutes. Press start.